All right. Oh my God. Okay, my brother, my everything. All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
What's good, family? Can you introduce yourself? What's your name? Where you from? What you do?
What's good, man? My name is Deezy. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My beautiful mom. She named me Wendell after my father. I'm from New York City. I currently live out there in LA. And I am an artist, singer, songwriter, rapper. And you know what I'm saying? I do a little acting and modeling a little bit. You see me modeling the merch. It's crazy.
So just introduction of who you are, man. Like singer songwriter. So like, how did you get into? Who inspired you to get into music?
Inspired me to get into music. Honestly, it started at like a really young age. As far as like singing and stuff like that. It's funny. I was always inspired by like Usher, Michael Jackson. I was always inspired by like Lil Romeo when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it big when I was young, and Chris Brown as well. And I had this band teacher when I was like in like, I think I was probably like in third or fourth grade. He came around to school, whatever. I had no thoughts of doing music at all. He came around to school and like did like this blind test, like nobody even knew about it. And he played like several instruments, and we had to tell like different tone in our ears or whatever. And I was one of the very few kids in the school that got a perfect score. And he came to me, he's like, hey, you should look into music and stuff like that. And I was like, I mean, I guess. And I ended up joining the band. And, you know, through like probably fourth grade to, I probably say that in high school, I played up to like 7 different instruments in like concert band, jazz band. I almost got a scholarship from York College, Queens College actually, my freshman year of high school for music as well. And I went to one of the top music schools in New York City or New York State, Bayside High School. So yeah, that's kind of how the whole music little joint started.
Yeah, so like even with that music journey, like you create music to make somebody feel some type of way. Like you create music to, you know, ease the pain, or not even just ease the pain of others, but like allow others to even feel the pain that you're going through as well. It's like literally therapy. With that being said, it's like therapy, like what you do, like you impacting lives. So when you're wearing Black Women Deserve Better, I want my first question with that hoodie is, who impacted your life that was a Black woman?
Impacted my life that was a Black woman. Obviously, it was my mom, my aunts, my grandmother, and you know, I didn't notice this until later on in my life after my dad passed away. My dad passed away when I was 13. I didn't realize that my sister impacted my life a lot too. It was those people for various reasons. My mom, her compassion and her will to never give up impacted my life definitely. She was one of the main people in my life that like always definitely reminded me is that you're gonna have to work twice as hard in this world. You know what I'm saying? As somebody who doesn't look like you, same skin complexion, and even more, she had to work 3 times as hard because not only was she Black, but she was a woman, and she's working in a world where it was like male dominated, and especially in the medical field and stuff like that. Her coming up, she's from Jamaica, so when she moved out here with my grandfather, she moved out here. I think she went to high school out here, I believe, or like finished her high school out here and ended up going to college, if I'm not mistaken. And her working jobs, multiple jobs just to get through college at the same time, you know what I'm saying, help put food on the table with my grandfather. Obviously, they were immigrants coming to this country. She just taught me like that hard work, the dedication, compassion. Because, you know, easily in this life, like, you know, like you could have like you can get like just the bottom servant of the world, you know what I'm saying, just be very angry, you know what I mean, and just be very bitter to the world. And she always had this compassion to like kind of take that in and flip that out and like give that love back. And her hard work, her dedication, you know, my aunts, the same thing. My aunts kind of taught me like being proud and like the beauty and like your skin and who you are and just being educated. Like my aunt, she's an educator. You know, regardless, even if she had a thick Jamaican accent, you know what I'm saying? She was out there in New York, like teaching all these kids, whether it was like English or math or whatever it is like that. You know what I'm saying? Just being very confident in who she was as a woman. And what my sister taught me when I was, after my dad passed away, was actually, I think it was like one of the greatest gifts that God ever, or one of the greatest ways that God can teach a lesson is to be put somebody in your life that needs something and you learn your lesson through them. I had to learn how to be very soft and protective and very, very caring with my sister because that's what she needed. My father was gone, God rest his soul, and she needed that role model. You know what I'm saying? And if she didn't have that, as far as a male figure in her life, then, you know, she would have probably went out there and might have gotten treated any type of way by these guys out there, you know what I'm saying? And even probably had like a little less self-worth to herself, you know what I'm saying? My mom was like an incredible role model and a queen for her to look up to. But I think one of the biggest things in our community is having a black man who sees like a black woman's worth, knows a black woman's worth, hears what they're saying. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like one of the biggest things that like we're missing in our black community right now and our black women are screaming out for is to be seen, heard, and more importantly, believed. You know what I mean? They go through a lot of things every day with like depression, heartache, just walking outside and their skin being a weapon just like ours, bearing children, raising the children, creating a household, making it look fly the whole time that they're doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So me learning how to be there for my sister and seeing her, you know what I'm saying, appreciating her, raw form, you know what I mean? And when she's like going through whatever she's going through and she's at her highest peaks, it kind of just told me just how to be present with her and care for her. So, yeah.
I heard that. Fuck. I think that's damn near. I'm gonna ask one more question, but you just gave me like 7 riddles. Okay. Good shit, Deezy. Okay. So, with that being said, like, do you think black women are the most overlooked race and sex gender in this world?
Absolutely. I definitely think black women are the most overlooked, undervalued, undermined, underestimated woman to ever walk this planet. You feel what I'm saying? Here's the thing though. I really don't think that people understand what like black women, not even what they do. Forget just what they do for a second, like, but what they are. You know what I'm saying? And what they mean. The same clothes that we wear, the same way that we walk, the same music that y'all listen to and the way that we talk and our movements and stuff like that, it all stems from like a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Or created from a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of times the black men that y'all be fiending over, we do this stuff to impress the black woman. You know what I'm saying? We was raised up when we was younger. Our first love was a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, our child is gonna be black. And just like the fact that everybody wants to be, they want to have, you know what I'm saying? They want to get the black woman features, the black woman swag, the way they talk. Like, yo, let's talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like the way they talk, the way they move, the stuff like that, the style, the hair, the everything. And we end up worshiping, you know what I'm saying, or hyping up these other races that pretend to be half or even try and come close to what a black woman is. And we won't even shine light on who the real queens are, who really running this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about back when we had the protests and stuff like that. Who was in the front line? The front line was the black women standing in front of the black men because they don't even want us to get hurt because we so enraged and they in the front line yelling, screaming their lungs out. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody, not at one point, is like, all right, man, let's go check in on how our queens is doing. You know what I'm saying? undermined is one of the craziest. It's like that's one of the craziest ideas to even put somebody in that category. You feel what I'm saying? It's a shame. I apologize on behalf of not just men in general, as black men, as a son, as a brother. You feel what I'm saying? As a colleague, as a friend, as an artist, role model, whatever we want to shape it as. I think in order for black women to even get better, that's on us to understand what they deserve and give it to them. You feel what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. If we calling ourselves kings, then the rest of the world is going to follow when we make a footstep. So that's it. Appreciate you, man.
Man, you killed that shit, bro.
Appreciate it.